Hey guys, welcome to this episode where I am going to talk about what is often called the first global disaster. So this was the Krakatoa Volcano Explosion, which was a pretty recent volcano explosion for its size, which is infamous for ravaging the world. First, the science of the explosion. So as you may or may not know, the Earth, when you go deep down into the Earth, it gets really, really hot, as you can see here. And the rock there undergoes a state change where it goes from solid, like ice, to liquid, like water, except it does it at a much higher temperature of 650 to 1100 degrees Celsius compared to water's 0 degrees Celsius. So down there you have all this molten rock called magma when it's in there. Sometimes it comes up and it comes outside of the Earth, and then it's called lava. And basically what happens is, because outside the Earth it's nowhere near that temperature of 650 to 1100 degrees Celsius, it freezes super quickly, like as if you take water and you go to somewhere where it's like negative 100 degrees Celsius or negative, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, really, really cold, and you're in the Antarctic and you take like a glass of water and throw it outside your base, it'll like instantly freeze as soon as it comes in contact with that super cold air. So how big was the explosion? Well, the sound of the explosion circled the Earth 4 times. It could be heard for 6 days, and so it occurred at that spot at the center of the pink circle you can see there, and you see the orange circle. Around that orange circle, or between that orange circle and the smallest white circle, that's where it would be about as loud as a gunshot, which is pretty crazy. Where and when was it? Well, it was on the island now called Anak Krakatau in Indonesia. Indonesia is in Southeast Asia. It's an island nation. And it was in 1883, which, for reference, is between the invention of the phonograph and the Kodak film camera. So what were the impacts of the explosion? Well, there were over 100,000 fatalities, according to some sources. Again, because it was a historical explosion, it's a little difficult to get accurate data, but so most of this data are estimates. Also, the Krakatoa tsunami was around 100 meters tall, and that was where most of the fatalities came from. And the entire island, as you can see, was destroyed and has slowly been building itself back up again to a new island. And also a lot of ash was tossed up into the air that caused a slight temperature lowering in the entire world for about a year. And also the sky would change color. For example, a nobleman in England was famous for having said that the sky during sunset was like an inflamed body being all purple and green instead of the regular red and orange. That isn't exactly what he said, but that's about what he said. And so why did the explosion occur? Well, the island is, as is most of Indonesia, is on the border between the Australian tectonic plate and the Eurasian tectonic plate. So what happens is it's a subduction zone where one plate goes under the other, and that gives the magma an opportunity to come up from deep under the earth and come up and burst out through a volcano. But why is the explosion so big, you might ask? Well, that's because, as you can see here, this volcano diagram, there's like a main chimney or a vent, and this vent was blocked. There were like 3 magma chambers all in this one volcano. Because the vent was blocked, there was a pressure buildup, so the pressure kept rising and rising for very long. And then what happened was, Then it exploded, which caused the other two to explode, and that also collapsed the entire island and sent a lot of the island's mass and the volcano up into the air over 30 kilometers high, causing the temperature change because it blocked out the sun's light slightly, and also causing the change in the sky's color. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in another episode. Thanks.